What are you doing?
Watching High Noon.
No. Why aren't you working?
I hate clowns.
Yeah, lots of people hate clowns. You're being paid to complete an autopsy of one by 5 p.m.
Let Fairley do it.
You're doing it.
No, I'm not.
Daniel, the police need it by today. There are people of interest who are a flight risk because, ta-da, this looks like murder.
Great.
Not great. They need to know if it is.
Give it to Fairley.
I gave it to you.
I'm not doing it. You think I don't know who this guy is? Accusations of child molestation, but none ever stuck. Now that he's dead, the police are thinking one of his victims grew up, tracked him down, surprised him on his yoga mat and broke his neck.
Then why aren't you doing the autopsy?
Because if I do it, I'll find that cause of death is a subarachnoid hemorrhage on the base of the brain as a result of traumatic medial laceration of the right vertebral artery by excessive auto-rotation of the C2 and C3 vertebrae. He died twisting his neck doing yoga in his makeup. Wearing it because it brought back sweet memories of the tender moments he spent with all those children whose lives he destroyed, hence the angel lust. You want it done? Give it a Fairley. With a bit of luck, you might suggest blunt force trauma. The police will investigate, and then enough dirt will come up on this shithead that he'll be remembered as a child molester instead of a clown. You really shouldn't interrupt a guy watching High Noon.
Fairly's finished your clown. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't fire you.
Vocabulary. I have the most Arcapluvian way with words.
You quit years ago.
I know. It's hard to start again. They say it's easy, but I tell you, it takes willpower.
Knock yourself out.
You told Fairley about the yoga.
Yes.
You might have come to a different conclusion. Now that grease-painted prick gets away with it by dying.
It was the truth.
You know what? You should fire me. Before I get us both into trouble.
Yeah, I should, but what good would it do? You'd still be in that exam room working. You love it too much.
So what happens the next time I find something that I don't like?
You watch Gary Cooper and you tell the truth. If you fail to do your job, I will dock your pay, so get back to work. And apologise to Fairley.
Fairley.
Ah, you're here to apologise.
Yeah.
Because you want to, or because Pavich told you to? Thanks to you, I'm late for my Kodo class.
Kodo, the Japanese art of incense appreciation. You were right.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Harrow.
Has your daughter taken drugs before?
Not that I'm aware of. What was it she took?
Phone symptoms suggest some sort of psychoactive, like MDMA. But she's responded well.
How did she get here?
She was left outside by someone. They didn't stick around. She's just in here.
Fine! Fine! Mom, wait!
Not a great time.
Sorry, is Fern there?
No.
Has she called?
Using her actual voice, she sent me a text like a week ago saying she's fine. Why? What's happened?
She was admitted to emergency. She took something.
When?
A party drug. She was okay.
Which hospital? Is she okay? Did you see her?
She left before I got there.
What do we do?
I don't know. Just let me know if she talked to her.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah. Bruce Rymers. Not sure why you're here. You get bored of hassling Fairley?
Fairley's an idiot.
He's not. Oh, he does spend more than $100 on a haircut. Drink?
Sure.
Tough shit. I don't drink with people who break into Betty. What do you want, Rymers?
It's from your boss. If I don't collect Livy's body by the end of the week, the state will cremate her.
End of the week? Well, you better...
No! No!
Case is closed.
Reopen it.
Rymers, your daughter wasn't murdered.
She was murdered. Olivia didn't kill herself. Your idiot mate Fairley got it wrong.
Hey, I don't like Fairley any more than you. But he is thorough.
But he missed something.
No. You gonna shoot me? Dead pathologists do shitty autopsies.
Whoa! Not Betty.
Whoa.
Livy was murdered.
Look, I'm sorry. You get what everyone else gets. You get the system. The system that looks at everything and makes a decision. And the system decided that your daughter wasn't murdered.
A part of the system. You can change it.
Just because you don't like the answers doesn't mean you get special privileges. Trust me, I know.
You can threaten me. You can hit me. You can even shoot Betty if you want. But I can't change the system.
You say that. But you have a daughter, right? You get to see her again. I never will.
Fern.
You know you can get new shears from Bunnings for like $10.
You don't get these at Bunnings. This is an 1870 surgeon's kit by Matcha of Paris.
How do you know?
I read the box. Google it. Okay, maybe you don't sell it to street traffic, but auction online. $3 easy.
Tell you what, $100.
900.
200.
600.
3.
5.
500. They're worth over $3,000.
350.
Done. You're quick.
You were lazy. This is the closest pawn shop.
Next time I'll go further. Good night.
You okay?
I'm fine.
You were on a hospital trip 2 hours ago. What was it you took? You going to take more?
Not right at this second. No.
Your mother's worried
Yeah,
sick.
I got that from the 500 voicemail she left this afternoon. Thanks for telling her.
Well, what do you expect? You disappear for the best part of a
I keep
year.
in touch.
Text messages. I'm alive. I'm fine. I mean, you think that's enough?
Has to be.
You could have died today.
It's my life.
Bob, we need to talk.
We really don't.
There's something I have to tell
I'm
you.
going now.
I'll follow you.
You do that, and I swear you won't see me for another year.
What if I quit?
You couldn't leave work for 2 days straight, let alone...
But what if I did? What if I quit? And me and you, we sail to Bora Bora.
Very Brando, pack back clothes.
I mean it.
What, and you and me sit on the sand and play our guitars?
Yeah.
Why now?
You need me.
I don't need anyone.
Look, I should have tried harder. I should have quit sooner, and I would have if I... Listen, there's a good westerly coming Friday. Enough time for me to get Betty tidied up. Come with me. Friday. Just say it. Friday.
Friday.
All right. What's this going to cost me?
Well, let's see.
kind of early for drinking, isn't it, even for you?
Do you remember our bet?
That you'd outstay me in this job.
Losers pay.
I thought we talked about your crisis of conscience yesterday. Come on, you said you're quitting hundreds of times.
Ah, yes. I've never typed it.
If this is about the pay scale, there is nothing I can do.
It's not.
If you need counselling.
It's Fern.
You found her.
She was taken to hospital. She's okay this time.
Take some time off like you did last time when you were looking for her.
I promised we're going away.
Your contract stipulates 2 weeks' notice.
Then you'll have to sue me. I quit.
So, it's true.
Yes. It's true. I stole your penis.
Oh.
But you can have it back.
You know, I'm going to like this office.
Fairly, you already have an office.
But I want this one.
Aren't you going to ask me why I quit?
Nope.
In that case, you can have your Yamazaki back too. Don't get gay germs all over Gregory.
I thought real men gave their cars girls' names.
See, it started already.
Are you going to tell me? You know, Fairley wants me to assist him.
Fairley already has an assistant.
Fairley already has an office. I can't learn anything from him.
Now, Simon, you know I've never expressed any interest in your sexual proclivity.
You put shit on me 50 times a day, all right? Working with you, it's like competing in the Olympics of sexual harassment.
Okay, be that as it may, you have someone special, right? What's his name? Vivian.
David, we've invited you to our place a dozen times.
Don't worry about the work. You're not stupid, you learn what you need to. Worry about spending time with David. The living are more important than the dead.
I'm going to the White Hotel. I'm going to the White Hotel. Feel my heart, make my spirit round. Feel my heart, make my spirit round. Ain't nobody gonna call me home. Ain't nobody gonna call me home. Feel my heart, make my spirit well.
What are you doing here?
I said I couldn't help while I was part of the system. Your daughter's place. You've been paying the rent?
For the last 14 months. I had to sell my place. That's why I'm renting that shitbox at Maruka.
You haven't been working?
I can't work. Look at work.
You found her.
We were going to have dinner, but she was late, so I came here.
That's where she hit her head.
No, that's where her head was hit.
But wasn't she...
Drunk? Oh, yes. 0.12 blood alcohol level and an overdose of amitriptyline. But listen to me. She'd stopped drinking, and she was off her antidepressants.
Clearly she wasn't.
I'm telling you, she was.
People can take pills and forget that they've taken them, then they take more. And those tricyclic antidepressants can cause cardiac arrhythmias.
The pills didn't kill her. That did.
Intraparenchymal hematoma. Look, if she slipped and hit her...
She didn't slip. She'd stopped drinking. She was off her meds. This was no accident.
You think it was her fiancé? Kurt Kalana wasn't even charged. He has no motive.
Bullshit. He killed her. He did it. And I can prove it. Here. Okay, here. Good. That's what she was trying to tell us.
Fern? Are you okay? I'm fine. You were in hospital. Are you all right? What happened? Where are you staying? I've been so worried about you. So is your dad. We don't know where you are. We don't know if you're hurt or sick or... Sweetie, we're just trying to help, okay? Don't, okay? Why won't you talk to me? Where's my passport?
Morning. Cindy? Hello. Big wanker. Is that Olivia Reimers?
What did you find under her nails?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Nothing, or nothing significant?
Nothing. You quit.
So no tissue from Kurt Kalana?
Yeah. You, exam room 2. You're still mine.
So, how's retirement? Awesome. Looks a lot like work, only with no pay.
Ah, to the untrained eye.
You trained me.
Yeah, well, no one's perfect. You've got a right lower jaw. Could that be a pressure contusion from, say, a thumb?
Yeah. Or a tennis ball. Or a car door.
Shut up.
Or bumping into a stranger in a supermarket aisle, or slapping a mosquito.
Seriously, shut up now.
Pretty much anything, including hitting the ground after that happened. She's frozen.
I know.
You won't find anything until she thaws.
I know.
And that could take a few days. Is Pavich okay with you doing this?
She's totally cool.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Forensic pathology.
No, you've resigned.
You said I could be here.
No, I said clean up your office.
You said no active cases. Olivia Reimers is not an active case.
Exactly, it's a closed case.
Her body's been destroyed in 3 days.
Yeah, probably, unless her father claims it.
He doesn't want to claim her.
Because he is bankrupt and he can't afford a funeral. Leave it alone, Daniel. It's not your business.
Reimers thinks she was murdered.
Oh, you think I don't know that? I have a whole drawer devoted to his letters, and the Department of Public Prosecution has even more. Bailey has a restraining order against him, as does the girl's fiancé.
Kalana,
who
yes.
was never so much as charged. Look, Olivia Reimers is a diagnosed manic depressive whose cause of death Fairley determined was brain injury. Fairley signed off on it, I signed off on Fairley, and I am not reopening this case.
I'm not asking you to.
Well, what are you asking?
You're right. Olivia Reimers is a closed case, so her remains are no longer state's evidence. There are 3 days until Reimers claims her or the state cremates. So let me have those 3 days. I have a father's permission to re-examine the body. I just need yours. Look, on Friday I get to spend time with my daughter. Reimers will never get that again. He just wants to know we didn't miss anything. Just let me have those 3 days.
All right. 3 days. But you don't get Simon.
What does the silver stain show?
Pneumocystis.
Which indicates?
Fungal infection consistent with the compromised immune system of the deceased.
Good. Write it up.
You signed in as Fairley.
No, it's me. Why?
I tried logging in as him, but I couldn't.
Well, Fairley changed his passwords.
So untrusting. What is his password?
I don't know. And even if I did know, you don't work here anymore.
You've fallen in love with Fairley.
You know what? I assisted him for one morning, and he's already complimented me on my work. You know how many times you did that? Twice.
In 1 week?
In 4 years.
Oh, so come on, what is it? Stiffbuster? Path God? Coldplay fan?
It's Love Ninja with a numeral 1 for the eye. What are you looking for, anyway?
The name of the cop who decided it wasn't homicide. Oh, shit. Nichols. Looking sharp today, Nichols?
Jesus Christ. Go away, Harrow. No need to ruin an already rotten day.
I heard you were quitting.
I heard you did quit.
Can I help you?
Sergeant Soroya Das. New scene of crimes just up from Melbourne. Dr. Daniel Harrow. Prick.
So you're the new Socko? What happened?
Oh, someone tried to drown the foal of a prize racehorse. Stable hand heard movement down here at the creek. He shouted out. The foal escaped. Perpetrator got spooked and ran away.
Attempted ecricide.
I don't think it was a master criminal. The killer didn't even bring a bridle.
It's a shit job, dead end case. And I say we pack it up.
But you don't agree. You can lead a horse to water, but...
You can't make it drown?
no bridle, so if not a stick, then...
Carrots?
or apples.
Which they do keep in a fridge up there where the horses are stable.
But...
Locked. The complainant has the only key.
has the foal eaten?
Since rescue? No. So we should check its teeth for carrots.
Or apples. And if you find any?
Visit all the local convenience stores open before dawn and see if they sold any carrots.
Or apples.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's insane. Come on, Brian. Let's give it a shot.
What do you want, Harrow?
The Olivia Reimer's case.
Oh, Bruce Reimers?
Showed me the tile.
K.U. Kurt. So what? Her last thoughts were of the man she was going to marry. Harrow, Olivia Reimers was a medicated manic depressive. There was no sign of forced entry, no motive, no sign of a struggle, and Kirk Kalana had a solid alibi. You see, that's why they call it a closed case.
So what would it take to reopen it?
For you? A full confession from Kirk Kalana.
Mr. Kalana.
Really sorry. Do I know you?
Daniel Harrow. Hi. My goodness, what a beautiful engagement ring. And a beautiful girl.
Harrow.
Yes, I work with the coroner's office. You are aware that the body of Olivia Reimer's former fiancée is being cremated in 2 days' time. That is, if no one claims her.
Her father's the executor of her will. I imagine he'll be claiming her.
But you're not even contesting that. I mean, you were about to marry Olivia when she died. You loved her, right? So why aren't you even attempting to claim her remains and, see her off?
See, why don't you head up?
Awkward.
It's not awkward. I did love her. I loved Olivia very much. And when she took her own life, it broke my heart. It took me a long time to put my life back together. Now I found somebody I love and who I want to be with.
Her father says you killed her.
Bruce Reimers. Do you know why Olivia was on antidepressants? Have you read her police report? Trust we won't be bumping into each other again, Mr. Harrow.
Hey, careful. That's a second pressing. I thought you'd gone home.
And we all thought that you'd gone for good. What are you doing? You're breaking into my files.
I'm looking for her police report.
So you can prove that I was wrong? That you're better than me?
You're a good pathologist, Fairy.
Oh, but not as good as you. You're not better. You're lucky. You go dancing around trying to find out what the victims did, what they thought, what they were like. You know what Olivia Rimus was like? Well, too bad. She's dead. You know the reason she died? There. Massive hemorrhage.
That's the cause, not the reason. I want to know why. Yes. I want to know why she drank 2 cups of vodka when she wasn't drinking. I want to know why her stomach was full of amitriptyline when she was off her meds.
We are not in the why business, Harrow. We're in the what happened business.
But sometimes you can't tell what happened unless you know why.
That's the police's job. It's the court's job. It's not our job.
Look, will you just show me her police report?
You want to know why Olivia Rimus killed herself? Yeah. Right. There.
Suicide note.
Read the last bit.
I can't handle it anymore. The memories of what my father did to me just won't go, so I have to.
She killed herself because of her father. There's your why. Log off when you're finished.
Rimus! Harrow, did you touch your own daughter?
What?
Did you interfere with your daughter, Olivia?
No. I read her suicide note.
You didn't think to mention that?
I don't believe that note. I never touched her. Were you the reason she was on antidepressants? Yes, but it's not... It's...
Fuck you! If you're thinking of moving in, there's quite a few people in front of you, but I'm prepared to look at your references.
Bora Bora.
You spoke to her?
She spoke to me. 8 words. I'm fine, don't. Where's my passport and Bora Bora?
Technically 7 words. Bora Bora, which means...
It's not a joke, Daniel.
I know.
And I have tried everything. Everything to reach out to her. And
I
now
know.
not only are you
I've tried
talking
too.
to her, you are taking her out of the country.
I didn't plan it. I got her to stand still for 4 seconds to listen.
So you expect me to believe that you quit?
I did. Cool work.
So Fern let you in?
Not yet. But if I can talk to her, maybe we have a chance.
Why is she like this? Other kids get through divorce. So Bora Bora. Very Brando. Pack fat clothes.
That's just what she said.
Don't let her down, because if you do, I swear to God, I will put you on a slab myself.
Smooth transition, huh? That's what you said.
I seriously don't have time for this life.
What, and you think I do? You call this smooth? A fairly small penis. Oh, lovely.
Finished already? Don't put her back in the Sub-Zero.
I know. She's scheduled for cremation tomorrow.
I know, her remains have been claimed.
Rimus doesn't have 2 cents for a funeral.
It wasn't Rimus who claimed her body, it was Kurt Kalana.
Kalana? Why? Why now?
Is this any of your business?
Well, don't you think it's strange? For more than a year, he wants nothing to do with her. And suddenly, when I go to see him and start asking about Olivia, he...
You went to see him?
It's something he doesn't want me to find.
Daniel, seal up her body and get it ready for collection. It's over.
Bell.
Oh, I just want to go up to CIB.
Shirt.
What?
Take off your shirt.
Yvonne, it's me. Daniel, I've been coming here for years. I went to your 40th.
Shirt, sir.
Ollie.
I'm going to have Yvonne fired. What the hell are you doing here?
Why are you returning my calls?
What do you want, Harrow?
Kurt Kalana. You told me that he had a solid alibi.
Yep.
Well, what was it?
When Olivia Reimers died, Kurt Kalana was on the other side of town at his mother's house. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for the neighbour of Sophia Kalana.
Yeah, well, I'm the neighbour, Walter Kingsbury. But if you're trying to sell something...
Oh, no. I hear about the prize.
What prize?
The Real Estate Agent of the Year prize. Kurt Kalana is a finalist, and those who nominated him are in line for their share of the $100,000.
Look, I didn't nominate anybody.
Well, we've been told that he's a stalwart of the community, a loving family man.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
How often does he visit his mother? Was he here last Christmas?
No, I didn't see him last Christmas.
How about Easter? Was he here at Easter?
Walter, go home. Who are you? Another one of Bruce Reimer's snoops.
I'm with the coroner. Kurt wasn't here last Easter, was he?
Gertie didn't kill that poor girl. She killed herself. She was a mess, a screw-up, a burden.
And who wants mental illness in the family, right? Kurt was better off without her.
Do you have children, Mr...
Harrow, yes.
Then you know. You'd do anything to protect them. Come back with the police if you want. I'll say the same thing, so will Walter. Kurt was here last Easter. He was helping me with the roses.
Those are purchase contracts for property she bought. Why would she photograph her own signature over and over?
Because that's not her signature.
I wonder. Look who she bought those properties from.
Kalana.
They were his dud properties. He offloaded them to Olivia. Stuck her with his bad debt.
So she was taking photos of them as proof.
Yeah?
Olivia? Olivia?
So he forged the suicide note. But when I came to see you and told you about the note, you admitted that you were the reason she was on antidepressants.
I used to make money, working all hours. When Livy came along, I didn't stop. I hired babysitters and tutors, and when she was older, I sent her to a private boarding school. But all she wanted was to be with me. And I said, I'm not spending all this money so you can come home. I said no. And that's when she started. But when she needed me, I said no. Is this enough? To go back to the cops?
No. But it's enough for me to believe you.
What's up, Dad?
You answered. Did I wake you?
It's nearly 5 in the morning. Of course not. What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just bored and I...
So you called me?
Yeah.
Checking in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. Hey.
What?
Betty, you still got that old DVD player, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been here all night?
You're in early.
Had a dream about you. You know, not only are you just not my type, you were not anybody's type. I was worried about you. You weren't answering your phone.
Ah, shit. Sorry.
It's Fern, isn't it? Why you resigned?
It's all gonna be okay.
What time are they coming for her?
First thing, hate. Have you ever been depressed?
No.
Not even about being gay? No, I mean it. Some people have total arsehole parents that make it really hard to come out to.
Oh, my parents were cool. Maybe it was that simple. Maybe that's why she drank and took too many pills.
Here's the thing. She didn't. Sure, she had a lot of alcohol in her blood and a lot of pills in her stomach. But most of them were undigested. This central incisor is freshly chipped. How recent?
Not very. Fairly figured she chipped it when she hit her head.
But it wasn't on the bathroom floor, and it wasn't in the stomach contents.
What could still be in her throat?
Endocam. Something hard impacted there. Huh. But look at that.
Scratched. Well, she was in the bathroom. She knew she took too many pills. Maybe she changed her mind. Tried to make herself vomit. Scratched her throat with her own fingers.
Except there was no tissue under her fingernails. Not even her own.
So where's the tooth chip?
Maybe. His alibi is that he was pruning roses. But he wasn't.
Where's he put it?
Buy it together. It's in both of our names.
I already have an apartment.
We can sell it, we can rent it out.
Why can't we live there?
Because we need the equity in this other property. I don't need any more water.
Underhydration is the most common cause of bowel upset. Lovely to see you again, Kurt. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that hurt?
Call the cops.
Sure, but let me have a look. I'm a doctor, after all. Never saved a patient yet.
Oh, let me go.
No, I insist. This won't hurt a bit. It'll hurt a lot. Oh, nerve ending.
Call the police. Call the police.
Call an ambulance. Tell them we have a patient with a fresh fracture to his proximal phalange. That's going to need an X-ray. Thank you, driver. See you next time. I always imagined the Bale fairy to be taller.
Imagine how unhappy she is.
Did they X-ray Kalana's hand?
Yes.
Did they find the tooth chip?
Yes.
Did you find Olivia's body?
Eventually. But I didn't tell them that.
You're going to miss me.
Detectives today took into custody 35-year-old real estate agent Kurt Kalana after new evidence
I need that report.
of the death of Kalana's former fiancée, 28-year-old Olivia Reimers, who until recently had been thought to have taken her own life.
May I? My mooring fees are up to date, officer.
Oh, this is where you live?
Yeah, not for long. I'm off to the tropics tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard that. Hey, jump on. Something I want to show you. Fisherman found something down there this afternoon.
It's illegal to fish here.
Yeah, well, I for one am glad that he did.
Are those bones?
Human bones. We've already sent a bunch of loose ones down to Turbot Street.
Do you know what they're encased in?
Concrete. Well, it's definitely not suicide. You'd love it.
Have you seen this? Adult male pulled from the river, set in concrete.
Yeah, Soraya told me.
Soraya?
Skull?
Well, not yet, apparently. They're going to keep diving. Have a look at this.
A finger. Severed. By a propeller?
I don't know. It looks mechanically cut to me. I mean, scissors, secateurs. And look at these ridges. Shouldn't you be packing or something?
Yeah. Fern. Sorry. I have to stay.
Fuck you, Dad.
Next, on Harrow.
Do you have any clue who this guy was?
None whatsoever. Plus, there was a finger bone deliberately severed.
Bodies come up.
Think anything's gone?
Like what?
Like a heart.
I'm sorry. Fern, I still so much want to go away with you.
How could you let her down like that? I don't think I'm going to want to talk to you for a while.
I envy you. How you hunt. You'll never know.
Don't go anywhere, because up next, Amelia Fox returns for a thrilling new season of Silent Witness.